Here in Bloomfield Township.
Kokendorfer.
Here in Rochester Hills.
Jackson. I didn't hear you.
Here from Southfield.
Perfect. Thank you.
Here from Southfield?
Yeah, I heard
Okay.
you now. Good job.
You're welcome.
Commissioner Loops.
Here in Clausen.
Joliet.
Here in Fort Myers, Florida.
Nice.
Oh, Mayor.
Pretty nice.
Nelson.
I'm here at Waterford Township.
Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
Excellent, thank you. Next up, we'll go on to the approval of the agenda. Are there any changes or corrections to the agenda? Seeing none, can I get a motion? Motion by Commissioner Joliet, second by Commissioner Gershenson. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next up, we'll move on to public comment. Is there anyone from the public who'd like to address the Legislative Affairs and Government Operations Committee?
Good evening. Currently your public comment lines are open. There are no callers, there are no written submissions, and there's no one in the committee room A or the auditorium. So there's no public comment this evening.
Okay. Thank you, Andrea. Seeing none, I will close public comment. Next up, we will move on to the regular agenda. First item is Board of Commissioners County Executive Report to Board Appointment, Director of Health and Human Services. Do I have a motion? Motion by Commissioner Lubes, support by Commissioner Gershenson.
Madam Chair, this is the county executive, by the way. I am on the line.
Well, welcome, Mr. Executive. How are you?
I am wonderful. I'm not in Fort Myers, but I'm in Ferndale for the record. But I did want to speak to this item, if that's okay.
Absolutely. The floor is yours.
Thank you, and I want to thank this committee for getting together to consider this. I know that many of you, maybe not the newer ones members, but many of you know Leanne. But Leanne Stafford has really she's been at the forefront of our COVID response really since it first surfaced in Michigan almost a year ago now. She really brings a wealth of experience to a very critical department. And I think for those of us who didn't fully appreciate the health department in the past, we sure do now, right? She started her career with the county as a student intern in the health department back in 1999. So she was finishing up her degree at Eastern Kentucky University. So this is someone who is steeped in the health division here in Oakland County. But she's climbed the ladder at the county because of her strategic sense and her professionalism and her understanding of this field, and frankly, her invaluable experience in the health department during the H1N1 pandemic is one chapter that a lot of folks in the department would tell you is where she really earned her chops as well. But for the last 11 years, she's been the Chief of Administrative Services and the Health Officer in the department. And with the retirement of Kathy Forsley after 21 years, another person with a wealth of experience and big shoes to fill. But when we talked about it as a staff, and certainly from my interactions with Leanne over the past year, I am extremely excited to offer to you the nomination of Leanne Stafford for this critical role of health and human services as we emerge from this coronavirus pandemic. Because as we emerge, it's going to be even more important that we're not only just focused on the health department, but on the human service aspect of this, right? The partners that we have throughout the county that are going to help us get through this coronavirus. And she has established those relationships. She knows the importance of that network of providers. And I just can't think of a better or more qualified person to step into Kathy Forsley's shoes than Leanne Stafford. So I wanted to be here to tell you that in person and to answer any questions that any of the commissioners might have.
Excellent. Thank you, Executive Coulter. Do any commissioners have any questions that they would like to bring to discussion? Well, I think you said it very, very, very well, Dave. We are certainly grateful for her leadership throughout the pandemic, and I think it's a great step moving forward. I'm sorry to see Kathy step away, but we're in great hands, and I just echoing everything that you said. So I fully support this appointment. Any
Thank you,
other
Madam Chair.
commissioners? Commissioner Gershenson.
Well, I was going to say something, but I was going to wait till we did the nomination, then there'll be discussion. Or no?
Alrighty. Are you making a motion?
Yes, I am making a motion.
All right. Motion made by Commissioner Gershenson. Support. Oh,
We already do have a motion on the floor for this report to recommend. So the report to recommend will be going to the board. We do have a motion right now. So we're on
okay, so
discussion.
we can do motion by Commissioner Gershenson.
I can change it. I have Lubes and Gershenson, but I can
Oh,
change.
no, that's fine.
Fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Any other further discussion on this item of our regular agenda? Commissioner Gershenson.
Well, thank you. I am really excited about this appointment tonight. I've worked with Leanne for many years, and her kindness and experience have really shined, and never has that been more important than over this last year. And as hard as it was to see Kathy move on, who I just loved and respected, I know how well Leanne and Kathy have worked together, and I know we are in really good hands, and I am really looking forward to continuing our relationship and working together.
Thank you. Any other commissioners? All righty. Well, thank you for attending our LAGO meeting, Mr. Executive.
Happy to be here. Thank you for considering the nomination. Look forward to continuing to work with you.
Absolutely. Thank you. You as well. Pam, because this is going to be a report to the board, we don't have to do roll call, correct?
We do have to do roll call.
We do have to do roll call. Okay, roll call, please.
Okay, on item number 1, Commissioners Gershenson,
Yes.
Kokendorfer,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes. Yes.
Lubes,
Yes.
Joliet,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Madam Chair, you have 6 yeas, 0 nays.
Excellent. Thank you. Seeing that there is no other business to come before this LAGO committee today, without further objection, I declare this meeting adjourned at 4:55.